Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. I'm making my breakfast, so I thought I'm going to film it for you guys because you seemed to like last week's breakfast, so I thought I'd make another comeback with my pancake muffins, but today I am going dark chocolate. Yeah, you heard that right, dark chocolate. Because I just felt like dark chocolate with a peanut butter glaze today. Sounds scandalous, doesn't it? So I'm having my morning cup of juice. Iced tea to be exact. I call it my juice. But let's get started because I'm hungry. I'm not fully awake yet because I just came down. All right, we have our 1/3 cup of our chocolate. It's dark chocolate. What's it called? Dark chocolate Kodiak mix. 1/3 cup. The serving size will tell you a 1/2 cup. I think I go over this a lot, but I do a 1/3 cup. I think it's plenty. I'm going to add 1 egg. Now you could also do an egg substitute if you're on green and don't want to spend the points on an egg. It would work beautifully. Actually, sometimes when I have the egg beaters on hand, I use them. 1/3 cup of the creamy cashew milk. You could unsweetened vanilla. You could use almond. You could use oat. Any milk that you choose to use and you choose to count. This would be 0 points, this amount on this. But again, like I said, you use the milk that you want to use. So today I've decided to put some black cocoa powder in here. I don't know why. I feel a little reckless this morning, I guess. It's not going to cost me any points, so, you know. I'm probably going to put a tablespoon, I guess. You know, I'm feeling a little bit reckless, people. I don't know. And I'm going to counterbalance that with a little bit of sweetness because there isn't any sweetness in this. So we're going to put some monk fruit. This one says sucrin, but that's just the container I want. So I will put a tablespoon of that. Again, that's totally extra. You don't have to. You can just go old school pancake mix. You don't need to add this chocolate. I'm just feeling a little bit in a chocolate mood this morning. And I'm going to throw a little vanilla extract because we know a little vanilla kind of helps it go along its merry way. And I probably should put a little bit of baking powder in just because I have the extra stuff. Let me grab my baking powder because you know Dee forgets stuff. Yeah, you've come to know that. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, just because. I just want to make sure it has a beautiful rise. So that's all she wrote. And I have my little mini pancake little bite liners. Grab them and we will fill them and bake them. And I bake mine in my toaster oven because I'm not heating up the house for 12 muffins. Mini muffins, that is. And if you're interested in the mini muffin pans or liners, they're listed in my Amazon store. And remember, just because you shop in my Amazon store doesn't mean you are upcharged, because you're not. Amazon pays us a small commission just to advertise their site. So just always want to put that out there. You will pay the same whether you go through my site or not. But, you know, I like to put all my favorite things in there, things that I use, things that I buy. And I'm not going to put any nuts in these. I mean, you could, would be fantastic. But I am going to put a little lilies in here because, you know, Dee. All right, I'm going to let this sit for about a few minutes to let it, I think it thickens a little bit. And then we're going to come back, we're going to fill them, and we're going to bake them. All right, our mix has been sitting for a few minutes. I got my little mini muffin pan, and I have it lined. People say, Dee, why do you spray it? Because they're silicone. Because you never know. And it's a little bit of spray. It's not going to hurt anything. So, yeah, I always say, better to err on the side of yes. That's all. All right, got my fancy dancy tablespoon. We'll just fill these bad boys up. There we go. These look so rich and decadent. And this is your breakfast. I am super excited for chocolate mini pancake bites. I tell you, what's funny about this is it makes enough for 12 perfectly. It kills me that it's perfect like this. All right, now we're going to even go a little bit more crazy because we can have 12 of these lily chips for 0. So we're going to put 1 chip in each muffin because it's not adding any points. But does add a little bit of chocolatey deliciousness. There we go. One more thing. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of sprinkles. You know, because it's not gonna add any points for the amount I'm going to use. So why not? Just put a little, just a few on each one. So yeah, I take the 0 points to the limit. I will attest to that. But you know, are these a little bit gonna make or break you? No, that's what you have to remember. And add a little bit of crunch. There we go. I'm going to bake these 400 for about 10 minutes. I will show you how easily they pop out of the muffin thing. You'll know why I love these silicone liners so much, because all the muffin stays in the muffin and in my tummy, and nothing stays on the liner that I have to either scrape off with my teeth, and I've done that. Yeah. All right, let's go put these in, and we will be back to make a glaze and enjoy our breakfast. While our muffins are still baking, let's make our glaze, because let's get ahead of the game. We want to glaze them while they're warm. So I'm going to take 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving of this peanut butter powder from Walmart. It is the PB2 version by Walmart. So much cheaper too. And just as delicious and just the same point. So if you, this was nine something for this 3-pound tub. So definitely check out your Walmart if you like peanut butter powder. I'm going to put a tablespoon of this powdered monk fruit icing blend because it is a glaze, so you want it to be a little bit sweet. So we'll put a tablespoon of that in there. I always add more if I think it needs it. Alrighty. Excuse me, I'm not awake yet. And I'm going to start with I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the cashew milk. Again, you make this glaze as thin or as thick as you like. I'm just going to I just wing my glaze. I don't really measure it. I know, not a big help sometimes, I know. I mean, it's usually 2 tablespoons of peanut butter to 1 tablespoon of liquid. That's how you reconstitute the PB2. But we want it to, you know, you can leave it like this and give you a really good icing, but I want it to be a glaze, so a little bit thinner. So I'll just put a little bit more in there. There we go. Your peanut butter glaze for your chocolate. Look at that. Oh yeah. Again, you don't have to make this. You could just use regular sugar-free syrup for your breakfast. You actually put the sugar-free syrup in the glaze. But I just wanted pure peanut butter today. I didn't want any kind of off-putting taste. But again, you do what you like. If you want to put maple syrup in here, then go right ahead. This is your breakfast, not Dee's. It's yours. So you tailor these recipes to what you like. These are just, you know, ideas, and you tweak them as you see fit. That's what it's all about. All right, our muffins have about 5 more minutes. I will take them out. We will glaze them, and we will, you know, eat them. Alrighty, just took our muffins out of the little oven, and they did bake for 10 minutes. They look stunning and smell amazing. Of course, it's chocolate. Look how dark they are. That's what I love about this Kodiak. It's the dark chocolate, and I just even double down darked it with some black cocoa powder. Again, if you've not tried this, I got mine at a local Amish bulk shop. It's actually called black cocoa powder. But if you can't find one, there is one listed in my Amazon store. I won't lie, it's not cheap, but oh my gosh, is it delicious. If you're a chocoholic and love dark chocolate like I do, you need to have this in your arsenal. You just do. All right, I'm gonna show you how these are hot. So this is what I do. I just pop them over and I just wiggle it a little, push the sides out, and they will pop right out. See? Nothing in there, all for me. So yep, because that's how I roll. I need to have the whole entire muffin. If I'm paying the points for it, I want to eat it all. So I'm going to pop the rest of these out, and then we will come back and we will glaze them. Look at that. I mean, it's perfection every time. Yes, these are an investment. I think this set of the minis are like $10, but to me, that just pays for itself. They wash up beautifully. I can't say enough wonderful things. I have them in these and the regular. That's just something that was definitely an investment. And I mean, look what you pay for the liners every time you buy them. You buy the paper liners, and if you're not lining them, sometimes you're digging them out, and half the time you leave a little bit in there. And you know, these are not leaving her breakfast in the pan. She's not doing it. So let me pop the rest of these out. We're going to come back. We're going to glaze them, and we're going to try them. All right, all our muffins are on our plate. There is 12 here. Now remember, a third of the cup of this dark chocolate is 4 points. Remember, all the flavors are different of the Kodiaks, but this is 4. To me, that's still a bargain. And I have 1 point's worth of PB2. So this is a 5-point breakfast. Holy moly, I would pay 20 points for this. Well, maybe not 20. But to me, this is a bargain. Total bargain. So what we're going to do is you could dip them. And, you know, this is your breakfast. You want to dip them, dip them. You want to drizzle, drizzle. I'm going to drizzle. So that's what I'm going to do. Get this out of the way. I'm just going to drizzle this delicious. And I will lick the plate. Don't you judge me. But yeah, I will run these along the plate and get all of this extra peanut buttery goodness in my belly. Now, I could have saved the jimmies and put them on top here. But, you know, it's, you know, you do you, and you put them where you want. And there wasn't even enough to count of those jimmies. So I always say, check the 0-point amounts of things that you use, because you'd be surprised how enough that is. Like here, the serving size is half a cup of the mix. Now, I'm sorry, but I think this is plenty for breakfast. Plus, we put an egg, we put cashew milk. We've upped the protein and the calories on this, so definitely a third cup works. But look at these. Yes, please. 5 smart points. This is your breakfast. Have a side of chicken sausage for another point. You are even better, but I'm not a big sausage person during the week. We grew up having meat on the weekend, so I don't really look forward for it during the week. But there you go. Yep. Let's taste. Let's have one. Oh. The smell is intoxicating, I will say that. And this is breakfast. You're like, you'll be the envy of your children. They'll be like, Mom, you're eating chocolate for breakfast? Yep, and you can too. This is how you get your kids to eat good stuff. This shoots it up to notches unknown. I'm mowing alone with these. Yep. Cost me nothing in points, but everything in flavor. It is a win-win for breakfast. So, I hope you make these. If you do, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And that bell, when you hit that bell and those little rings go around it, let you know when I upload. Don't you want to know when these get uploaded? And when I go live and all fun things. So please feel free to hit that. Tell your friends. Say, hey, go check out Dee and her pancake bites, muffins, whatever you want to call them. This is Weight Watchers at its finest, people. This is healthy eating at its finest. This ain't like your mama's healthy eating, that's for sure. Have a great day. We will dish another day. Thank you.